With the rise of e-commerce giants like Amazon, shopping has never been easier or more convenient. I should know. At the beginning of the pandemic, my girlfriend, Jess, went on somewhat of a virtual shopping spree. From works of art, to maps, to yoga mats, anything to make a year at home as comfortable as possible. With the click of a button, we could expect a box on our doorstep in days. But it was through boxes like this that we realized this convenience might come at a price. It's why Jess turned to an alternative marketplace that also takes place on the doorstep.
So I've gotten stuff like paintings to clothes to records to glassware to nightstands to maps. So basically anything you could imagine.
I notice a lot of the items you pick up are, to decorate this space. I'm wondering what that means to you right now during the pandemic. Do you think it's important?
Well, I think when you're stuck in your house for, this pandemic, the last thing you want to do is stare at white walls or stare at things that just look bland. So I think by getting a few of these things, it's really kind of made the place much cozier.
Jess is a member of the Glebe by Nothing group, just one of 5,000 neighborhood groups across the globe. Members post items that they might otherwise throw away, giving them new use in the homes of others. In other words, it's another way to recycle, one that Jess discovered in January.
Basically, we get a notification every time something's posted, or you can just scroll through the group, and once you see something that you like that someone else posted, you comment, and if there are other comments in that circumstance, it's really up to the individual giving the product, but in most cases, they form a draw. So usually they'll reply to the comment that you posted and say, oh, it's yours, message me for details, and then you message them or vice versa, and then they give you their street address. And then you pick a time that you want to meet up, and they'll, especially since it's COVID, they'll put the object on their doorstep, and you just come by and pick it up and walk away. It is really kind of that motto where, someone's junk is someone else's treasure.
It might speak to one of the central tenets of the Buy Nothing project, centered around the 3 R's: reduce, reuse, and recycle. But they also list 2 lesser-known R's: refuse and rethink, encouraging users to avoid buying new when possible, and to take a good look at their consumption habits. Now, this all takes on new meaning during a global pandemic, when Canadians have turned to online merchants more than ever before. Between February and May of 2020, online retail sales surged by 99.3%, according to StatsCan. In May alone, e-commerce sales reached a record $3.9 billion. A recent report from Oceana, a not-for-profit conservation organization, suggests that Amazon generated 465 million pounds of plastic packaging waste in 2019, an estimated 22.4 million pounds of which ended up in freshwater and marine ecosystems. According to the report, the number of these air pillows alone could circle the globe 500 times. It's these type of environmental impacts that the Buy Nothing project aims to avoid.
So 18 or older, keep it legal, keep it
It's
civil,
part of the reason why Carling Shatford became an administrator of another Ottawa group in 2018.
It's definitely a lot more beneficial to pass on your items versus just throwing them in the trash. But yeah, I would say there's tons of environmental benefits. Just the hyper local aspect as well. I mean, you're within your own neighborhood, you're walking around a lot. Personally, it's like, yeah, I could just throw this item out and then that's the easiest thing for me. But I think Personally, I would just rather have someone else in the community use it.
It's that sense of connection that's kept Jess involved in her group, especially during the pandemic.
I think it forms a sense of community, and I think that's really important. And you know, you get to know your glebe neighbors, and I think that is also cool. You also get to know your neighborhood better when you have to go pick stuff up. So I think it's really formed a sense of community and helping out someone else during these times.